because I'm full of myself. Okay. I'm saying that because it happens to be true. After the show tonight, everyone go home, Google Robin Westmiller, and you will see the first 20 pages listing of Robin Westmiller, and they're all me. There's over 22,000 Google listings for Robin Westmiller. I am the one and only. But it wasn't always that way. Back when I came into the world, my parents, Ruby and Regina, said, we have a lovely daughter, let's find a name that starts with an R. Now, they could have been nice and given me Rachel, Roberta, Roxanne, but as the story goes, this little bird landed on the window of the hospital, and it was a robin. So I got stuck with the name Robin. Now, understanding that my birthday's in December, and I'm from upstate New York, so that was one dumb bird. I just forgot to fly south, right? So I grew up with the Rockin' Robin, the Red Robin, the Batman and Robin, the Robin Hood, and my favorite, Robin Redbreast. That was a joy. And my last name, my maiden name, was Cohen, upstate New York. How many of you see that TV show, Mrs. Markle? Well, that's where I grew up. I'm from the Catskills. So the whole comedy thing's kind of in my blood. However, Robin Cohen, right now, I Googled it, there's over 16 million. And I'm sort of a very unique person. Said, okay, as I got older, went to work for Radio Shack, and I met my lovely husband, William Westmiller.
Amy.
And an odd thing about the Westmillers is there's only one family, Westmiller. And I said, this guy's fantastic because he has an enormous last name. So, yeah, married the man. Became the one and only Robin Westmiller. Years later, on our honeymoon, we're talking, hey, let's think about names for our children. He's planning ahead. And he goes, if we have a daughter, let's name her Tandy. And I said, honey, I know we both work for Radio Shack, but aren't you kind of sucking up a little bit here, naming the kid Tandy? Oh, no, it's a nice name. So, 2 years later, our first daughter was born. We named her Tandy. 6 months later, I got promoted to Radio Shack manager, and he got promoted to the first computer center of Tandy Corporation. No coincidence there. We went on to have another daughter. We named her Kimberly. Although at the time we thought that she was going to be a boy, and I had all these great boys' names, and there she comes out, and I'm going, how does Kimberly sound? Okay, fine, there you go. And then she cut that to Kim. I figured that was kind of ordinary. I like ordinary, that it needed to be that famous. So our third daughter was born, named her Michelle. Nice, easy, everyday name, Michelle Westmiller. It was nice. Well, she grows up, goes off to college, meets a wonderful, wonderful boy, and she married Barack. So you can imagine that when they call for reservations as Michelle and Barack, they have no problem at all. No joke. And on top of that, his last name is Malkin. And there is a conservative news anchor on Fox whose name is Michelle Malkin, which totally pisses my daughter off because she's a diehard Democrat. So don't be surprised if 20 years from now there's another Michelle and Barack in the White House. No doubt. A few years ago, I decided that I would use my other talents of writing, and I published my first novel. It's called Red Wine for Breakfast. It's not a cookbook. And I brought it to the publisher, loved the book. He said, there's only one problem. Your name's a little too long for the cover. We love the title, Red Wine for Breakfast, but Robin Westmiller kind of runs off the side of it. So let's think of something else. Okay, no biggie. I changed my name before. And at the time, there was a husband and wife author team who published their name under the woman's and the man's first name. Her name was Judith. His name was Michael. So they published their books under Judith Michaels. Brilliant idea. Unfortunately, Robin Williams was already taken. So that went the other way. So I said, okay, what can I come up with that's still me, that looks good on the cover of a book? So I was like, kind of like the species of the bird. Let's go from robin to raven. Like raven. As far as the Westmiller name, I'm just going to cut that in half. Didn't hurt him a bit. Although now he speaks fluent Yiddish. So Raven West was born. After that, I published First Class Mail by Raven West, Undercover Reunion by Raven West, and all of my writing is under Raven West, which gets a little confusing out in the world when I start arguing with myself, Raven, but I always win. One of us always wins. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. It gets a little confusing. But right now, until someone in Mr. Westmiller's extended family decides to have a daughter, and that daughter's name is Robin, I am, and I will continue to be, the one and only Robin Westmiller. And I appreciate your being here tonight and meeting me.
Thank you, Robin. That was great. Raven West. Fantastic. I'm not going to remember either by next time, so. But that's my plan.
It'll be on YouTube.
Okay, up next, Roy Varley. Can we get Roy?